Good morning, students. So here we continue with our first chapter, similarity. Today we have to study about that the theorem of areas of similar triangles. That the statement is when two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So to solve any theorem, as we know that we have to write three parts given to prove part, and that the statements which we have to prove, that proof. Okay, and that given to prove and proof we can write using what, that proper figure. So means first we have to draw that proper figure here. So according to statement, when two triangles are similar, means we have given two triangles and those triangles are similar, means we have to draw the figure of two similar triangles. Okay, so here as I draw two similar triangles, that's a triangle ABC and triangle PQR, similar triangles. Okay, and also here I draw that the perpendicular AD, segment AD perpendicular to that BC, and PS is perpendicular to QR. Why I do so? Because this theorem, that the theorem of areas of similar triangle, is based on that the property of that ratio of areas of two triangles. Okay, so what is that property? Says for any two triangles that the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to what, the ratio of product of base and their corresponding height. And that's why here I draw that perpendiculars, that segment AD perpendicular on BC means that AD is height, and here that perpendicular segment PS is on QR means that PS is height. Okay, so we write down the as in given part. So according to that figure, now here I write down that given part, that two triangles are similar triangles, and that AD as I draw perpendicular on PC, and that PS is perpendicular to QR. Okay, now what you have to prove, that according to that statement, when two triangles are similar, means here the ratio of areas of those triangles is equal to what, is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So means for triangle ABC and triangle PQR, according to that one-to-one correspondence, side AB corresponding side is PQ, for BC corresponding side is QR, and for AC corresponding side is PR. And you have to write that the ratio of areas of these two triangles is equal to what, the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So pay attention over here, students. Here we write down that to prove part, that the ratio of areas of those two triangles is equal to what, that the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. Okay, so as we know that the every theorem is depend on that the previous properties, and here to prove this, that the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to what, ratio of squares of their corresponding sides, we use that the property of that ratio of areas of two triangles. Means if we have any two triangles, and that the ratio of areas of those two triangles is equal to what, the ratio of product of their bases and corresponding heights. And using that property we have to simplify or solve this theorem. So first we use that property, so write down that the name of that base and corresponding height here. Okay students, so try to write that product of base and corresponding height. Okay, so here that the product of their bases and corresponding height means base is BC, so corresponding height is AD for triangle ABC. And similarly in triangle PQR, QR is a base, so corresponding height is PS, so QR into PS. So as we separate that base and height, we can write that the same ratio as BC upon QR into what, AD upon PS. But what you have to prove, that the ratio of areas of these two triangles is equal to what, the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides, means like here as we write down that 3 pairs of that corresponding sides, and instead of that 3 corresponding sides, as we prove for any one that the square of corresponding sides, so it's proof for all 3 pairs. Okay, so what we observe here, students, so pay attention over here. Here we get in right hand side BC square upon QR square. Okay, and as we start that proof, here we getting left hand side as we required. Okay, and now here we getting BC upon QR into AD upon PS. As we replace this AD upon PS with what? BC upon QR, means as we prove that AD upon PS is equal to what? BC upon QR, so we can replace this AD upon PS with BC upon QR over here in statement 1. So BC into BC, in numerator we get BC square, and in denominator as we have QR, so QR into QR we getting QR square. Okay, so means what you have to prove now, that the AD upon PS is equal to what? BC upon QR. Now to prove this, what we do here, from that given figure, from that these two triangles, we form again two triangles which consisting or which having that sides AD and PS. Okay, so pay attention here. So here we have those triangles, that the triangle ADB and triangle what? PSQ, which having that sides AD and PS. But we cannot directly prove this AD upon PS equal to BC upon QR, because in these two triangles that BC and QR are not sides of these two triangles. So what we do here, first we prove these two triangles are similar, and if these two triangles are similar, then corresponding sides are in proportion. So what we get, okay, pay attention, as we prove that triangle ADB similar with what? Triangle PSQ. As we prove this, then corresponding sides are in proportion, means for AD corresponding is PS, so we can write AD upon PS equal to what? That AB corresponding is PQ, so AB upon PQ. Okay, but what we have given, that the triangle ABC similar with triangle PQR, that the original triangles are similar to each other. So again here using that the definition of similarity, corresponding sides are in proportion, means what? AB corresponding is PQ, so AB upon PQ equal to what? PC upon QR, we getting here. So as we prove that these two triangles, that the dotted triangles are similar, we getting this ratio as equal, and using that given, we getting these ratios are equal. So as we observe these two, what we get, that the AD upon PS equal to what? AB upon PQ, but AB upon PQ equal to what? BC upon QR. So it's like that transitivity, first ratio equal to second ratio is equal to third ratio, that's why third ratio is equal to first one, and hence we getting this. Okay, and then we replace this AD upon PS, that the corresponding heights, with BC upon QR, so we getting that the ratio of areas of these two triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. Okay students, now how to write this proof, that pay attention over here. So first what we have to do, that these two dotted triangles, we have to prove that triangles are similar, so we prove it by a test. So in triangle ADB and in triangle PSQ, what we know about that, the in given part AD perpendicular to BC and PS perpendicular to QR, means that angle from here are a measure of 90 degree, means that the angle ADB we can say congruent with angle PSQ, first pair. And also we have given that two triangles, triangle ABC similar with triangle PQR, and if two triangles are similar, corresponding angles are congruent. So here angle B congruent with angle Q. Okay, and that B in triangle ADB we read it as angle ABT. T, and similarly for Q we read it as angle PQS. So here we are getting that two pairs as congruent, so triangles are similar, and if triangles are similar, corresponding sides are in proportion. So AD upon PS equal to what? AB upon PQ. But actually you have to prove that AD upon PS equal to what? BC upon QR. So then here we write down that angle ABC similar with what? Triangle PQR as given. So corresponding sides are in proportion, so we get, or we can write AB upon PQ equal to what? PC upon QR. So as we prove these two triangles similar by a test, we getting AD upon PS equal to AB upon PQ, and here we getting AB upon PQ equal to BC upon QR. So from 2 and 3 what we write, that the AD upon PS equal to what? BC upon QR. Okay, so here we prove that the AD upon PS is equal to BC upon QR ratio. So we replace it. So from 1 and 4 now we can write, first statement is area triangle ABC upon area triangle APQ are equal to BC upon QR first ratio as it is, and now here we change that the AD upon PS with BC upon QR here. Okay, and simplify it. Okay, like this. So we can say area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQ are equal to what? Now we do this product BC into BC, BC square upon QR into QR, QR square, also equal to what? AB square upon PQ square equal to what? AC square upon PR square, because here as we notice AB upon PQ equal to what? BC upon QR equal to what? We can say AC upon PR, and as we take squares here, BC square QR square means we have to take that the squares of that left hand side ratio and right hand side ratio also. So if as we prove it for any one of that corresponding sides ratio, it is true for that all three pairs. Okay students, so this theorem is asked for 3 marks in exam, and also we have to solve that examples depend on this theorem in practice set 1.4. okay students, so now here we do start with practice set 1.4. okay students, so here we do start with practice set 1.4. first example is the ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles is 3:5. Find the ratio of their areas. Okay, so here side means we consider that first triangle side as S1 and second triangle side as S2. So S1 upon S2 is given as 3/5, that the ratio of corresponding sides. And what you have to find, that the ratio of their areas. And if triangles are similar, we know that the theorem is what? The ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to what? The ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So using that we simplify it. Okay students, okay, so here we write down that the statement first, statement of the theorem, and then using that A1 upon A2, that the areas of two triangles, that the ratio of areas of two triangles A1 upon A2 equal to what? Square of their corresponding sides, ratio of squares of corresponding sides. So S1 square upon S2 square. So as we're taking this square as here as common, using that rules of indices, so we're getting S1 upon S2 equal bracket square, but S1 upon S2 given as 3/5. as we substitute that value over here, then square it, that the numerator and denominator part, that the square of numerator 3 is 9 upon what? Square of denominator 5 is 25, and hence we get that the ratio of areas of those two triangles is equal to 9/25. okay students, for 2 marks, that the example asked in exam. Okay, okay, now that second one I will keep it as your homework students, same as first. Now we try for that third one. Actually all these examples are on the same theorem, that the ratio of areas of similar triangles. Okay, now third one is what? triangle ABC given similar with triangle PQR, and we have given that the areas of both triangles, that the area of triangle ABC is 80 and area of triangle PQR is 125. Then fill in the blanks, means as activity type question here is given. So first, area triangle ABC upon area triangle, here we have to fill in this blank equal to that given values 80 upon 125, and obviously here we have to write down yes at the name of that second triangle PQR. Okay, and then we have to find that the ratio of AB upon PQ. So how you can get that the ratio? If two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to what? Ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. Okay, using that property now we have to simplify it. So pay attention over here. So to find that AB upon PQ, we use that the theorem, that the property is what? That the ratio of areas of two similar triangle is equal to ratio of squares of their corresponding sides, and corresponding sides means what? For AB, corresponding side is PQ. So we can write this ratio is equal to what? AB square upon PQ square, means we get AB square upon PQ square equal to that ratio value as 80 upon 125. So first we have to solve this part as in rough. So what we have to do to find that AB upon PQ, we have to take that square roots on both sides, but as you observe here students, 80 and 125 are not perfect squares. So to simplify this, first we write down its simplest form. As you observe here, 0 and 5 in unit place, so both numbers are divisible by 5. So that simplest form of that 80 upon 125 is what? 16 upon 25, dividing both numerator and denominator by 5, and here we get that perfect square numbers, means square root of that 16 and 25 is what? 4 upon 5, as taking square root on both sides. So here we get that the ratio AB upon PQ equal to 4 upon 5. Okay, so means as you have to in question fill in the blanks or that activity based question, you have to just write that the proper terms. Okay, and this part you can solve as in rough. So here you can just write down that proper terms only. Okay students, so now we try for that next one, fourth example. Okay students. Okay, now in fourth example we are given again that two triangles are similar, that the triangle element similar with triangle PQR, and here we given that the relation of these two areas of these two triangles, that the 9 into area triangle PQR equal to what? 16 into area triangle LMN, and if QR is 20, means that the length of the side of triangle PQR, that QR is 20, then we have to find that the length of its corresponding side MN. Okay, so first what we do here students, we use that given relation of that areas of two triangles, at the 9 into that area triangle PQ are equal to 16 into area triangle LMN, and using this first we find that the ratio of areas of these two triangles. Okay, so what we get here, so as you're taking this right hand side part area triangle LMN to left, so here we get that ratio of area of two triangles is equal to what we have to do here, yes, is 9. You have to take the right side, so that ratio becomes 16 upon 9. Okay, now again what we have to given that triangle PQR and triangle LMN are similar triangles here. Okay, so if two triangles are similar, then according to that theorem, that the theorem of ratio of areas of two similar triangles, that ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to what? Ratio of squares of their corresponding sides, and here we write down only those corresponding sides as we have given, and we have to find. Okay, so for triangle PQR, that the side QR corresponding side is MN. So what you have to write down here, try to write that squares of that corresponding side students like this. Okay, understood? So now as comparing this 1 and 2, at the left hand side part is same, it means right hand side part is also same, so here we write from 1 and 2 that the QR square upon Mn square equal to what? 16 upon 9. So what we observe here, students, here left hand side part we have that the squares, and the right hand side part is also that perfect square numbers. So as we first taking square roots on both sides, so we get QR upon Mn, that ratio is equal to what? 4 upon 3, and then we substitute that the given value of QR, and then we cross multiply it and find what? Mn. Okay, so try to solve this and find out that the length of Mn. Okay students, try it. Okay, understood this. As we're taking square roots on both sides, what we can get that the left hand side ratio as QR upon Mn equal to what? Square root of that 16 upon 9 is 4 upon 3. So QR, which is given as 20 upon Mn, equal to 4 upon 3. So to here we do this cross multiplication, 4 into Mn equal to what? 20 into 3. Okay, and then 23 is about 60. So to find that Mn, we taking this 4 to right side, so that operation will be changed. So Mn equal to what? Product 60 upon that 4, and 60 upon 4, that division we getting as 15, and hence here we get that answer as 15. Okay students, so for 2 or 3 marks that the example asked in exam. Okay, so okay students, now we try for the fifth one. In example, it is given that the areas of two similar triangles are 225 square centimeter and 81 square centimeter, and if the side of the smaller triangle is 12 centimeter, then find the corresponding side of bigger triangle. Okay, so here again what we do, that we won't name that two triangles, we just consider that the areas of those two triangles are what? A1 and A2 respectively, and their corresponding sides are S1 and S2 respectively. Okay, so according to that given information, that the area of first triangle, as we consider that A1 as 225 square centimeter, and hence that the area of second triangle is 81 square centimeter, that is A2, and 12 centimeter is what? That the 12 centimeter is given as the length of that side of smaller triangle. So according to that given measures, A2 area is smaller, means for that second triangle that the side is also smaller than the first one. So hence we consider that S2 as 12 centimeter. Understood this students? Means first triangle that the area is 225 centimeter, which is greater than that of A2, means S1 is the side of bigger triangle and S2 is the side of smaller triangle, and hence that the 12 centimeter which is the side of that smaller triangle, and hence we consider it as S2 as 12 centimeter, means we have to find S1 here. Okay, so once again, as we notice that statement, we are given that the here as you observe, areas of two similar triangles, means these two triangles are similar triangles, and if triangles are similar, then what we know about that ratio of areas of two triangles? Yes, getting the students, according to that the theorem of ratio of areas of two similar triangles, that the ratio is equal to what? The ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So A1 upon A2, we can write that ratio is equal to what? Squares of corresponding sides, means S1 square upon S2 square. But also it is given that A1 upon A2, we can write it as 225 upon 81 according to that given values. Okay, so as comparing that first and second, what we get, that we have to write down here, means left hand side part is same, it means right hand side part is also same. So what do you get, that you have to write down, so supposed to write in next step. Okay students, getting this, S1 square upon S2 square is equal to what? 225 upon 81, means right hand side part is also equal. Then we are given that S2, that the side of that smaller triangle is 12 centimeter, and we have to find S1. So what we do here, as you observe here, right hand side part, that ratio is also perfect square number. So first we are taking square roots on both sides, so we can write here as left side as S1 upon S2 equal to what? that the square root of these two numbers, okay, and then we substitute that the value of s2, and then again we cross multiply and we solve it as like in fourth example and find that the value of s1. Okay students, so try to solve this, substitute those values over here and find out s1. Okay students, is it correct? As we're taking square roots on both sides, s1 upon s2 is equal to what? That the square root of 225 is 15 and square root of 81 in denominator as 9. So again here we substitute that the value of that s2 as 12, and then we do that cross multiplication as 9 into what? s1 equal to 12 into 15, and that 12 into 15, that product is 180. And to find that s1, again here we do that division as taking that 9 to right side, 180 upon 9. So s1 is 180 upon 9 is 20 centimeter. It is centimeter, okay, means that the length of the side of bigger triangle is 20 centimeter. So like this, that the example asked in exam for 3 marks. Okay students, so next, sixth one is also easy one. What is given? That two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DF are equilateral triangles, and if that the ratio of areas of these two triangles is equal to 1:2, and if AB is 4, find DE. So do you observe here students that the two triangles directly not given as similar triangles. So question is, two triangles are equilateral triangles, but always remember that any two equilateral triangles are similar triangles, because that each angle of the triangle measures of 60 degree, and hence that the pair of that equilateral triangles always similar triangles, means these two triangles we taking as similar triangles, and we solve it on the same way, that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to what? Ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. And for AB, taking corresponding side as D, so we can write area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF equal to what? AB square upon D square, and then take that ratio as equal to 1/2 and solve it as we solve that previous one, fourth and fifth. Okay students, so I will keep this sixth example as your homework. Okay, and now let us discuss about that seventh one. Here we have to solve that one activity, that in given figure segment PQ parallel to what? D is given, PQ parallel to D is. Also it is given that the area of triangle PQF is 20 units. This smaller triangle which is formed by that PQ, that PQF, this triangle area is given as 20 units, and one relation is given as PF equal to 2 times DP, that PF is 2 times that DP. Then find the area of quadrilateral DPQE by completing the following activity. Means that the sum part is given and some part you have to fill with appropriate terms. Okay, so here let me do start. First, what you have notice here, you have to find that the area of this quadrilateral, and we have given this area of triangle as 20. So as we bifurcate this figure, means what? This bigger one triangle FDE, as we find that the area of FDE and we subtract that the area of smaller triangle from it, we get this remaining part as area of quadrilateral. Means what you have to supposed to do here, to find that the area of that bigger triangle FDE, and for that we have to complete this activity to find the area of triangle FDE. Okay, so what is given, that we notice here we given area triangle PQF is what? 20 units, PF equal to 2 times DP, that given part, and we assume that the DP as X, this DP as X, so PF is what? 2 times DP means 2 times X. Okay, so to better understand, here I write down that terms in that figure also. DP as X as we assume it, so PF is 2 times that DP means 2 times X means 2X, and that the area of FPQ or PQF is given as 20. Then what? Find DF with fill with these boxes. So DF is means what? There is segment DF. On DF we have that point P, so we can say DF is what? DP plus, yes, this side PF, means here we write down plus PF, and as we put these values here we get that addition as 3x. Okay, to find that the area of triangle FDE we require this DF, so that's why we find out DF first, as we getting it as 3x. Okay, now what we do here, that triangle FDE, that bigger one, and that triangle FQP, we prove these two triangles are similar triangles by AA test. And for that, what we have to do, that show that any two corresponding pairs of angles of two triangles as congruent. So here first pair is what? Angle FDE congruent with angle, and reason is corresponding angle. This corresponding angle means what? That the angles made by that two lines, two parallel lines and transversal, these corresponding lines. Okay, sorry, corresponding angles. So as you observe here students, FDE and corresponding angle is what? FPQ, because PQ given as parallel to D, and as we consider that DF as transversal, so we getting this pair angle FDE and angle FPQ as corresponding angles, so angles are congruent angles. Similarly, second pair is what? Angle FED congruent with angle what? FED congruent with FQP. Again with these same two parallel lines and EF as transversal, so this pair of corresponding angles is congruent. So here we write down that the name of that particular angles. Okay students, like this. Then if two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to what? Ratio of squares of their corresponding sides, and that corresponding sides are what? For FD and for FPQ, 3x. 3x is what? That the length of DF upon 2x. 2x means what? PF, means here we write down only those square of that corresponding sides, that proper names. So as you substitute here, DF square upon PF square, so DF is what? Here as already written as 3x bracket square upon 2x bracket square, and as we simplify that, the square part eliminate, x square, so remaining is square of 3 is 9, square of 2 is 4, so that ratio is 9 upon 4. Why we do so? Because here as you notice, area triangle FPQ is given here. PQF, triangle PQF means triangle FQ is given, and we have to find that the area of that bigger triangle FDE. So as we do cross multiply here, area triangle FDE is equal to what? 9 upon 4 into this denominator part, means area triangle FPQ, and that area triangle FPQ is what? Area triangle PQF, which is 20. So here we substitute those values as 20 and simplify it, then we getting that the area of triangle FDE. Okay, so here that area triangle FPQ is 20. As we simplify it, 4 5s are 20, so here it remains 5 9s are 45, means that the area of that bigger triangle FD is 45. And as we subtract that smaller triangle, area of smaller triangle from that bigger, we getting that area of quadrilateral DPQE as area triangle FDE minus area triangle FPQ, where we getting that area triangle FD as 45 minus that given area of triangle FPQ is 20, so subtraction is 25, means that the area of this quadrilateral is 25. Okay, so like this we have that activity for 3 marks. Okay students, so here we finish our practice set 1.4. At the remaining second and sixth example you have to solve as your homework, and also from problem set 1 you have to solve that second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth example as your homework. Okay students, so here we complete our that first chapter similarity, and from that next period we again start with our second chapter of mathematics part 1. Okay, and if you have any difficulty related to this practice set, theorem or problem set, please WhatsApp me on my personal number. Okay students, thank you, bye bye.